traders to Rocket 21. My name is Angie. Today I'm with Jared. He is talking to us from Philadelphia. He's been with Rocket 21 for about a year, and he's been a profitable trader with us for about 2 months. He currently has an active 100K account, and he has made approximately $6,000 with us. So it's really cool. Thank you for joining me today, and welcome,
Thank you for having me.
of course. All right, Jared, so tell me a little bit about yourself and how you got started in trading.
So, my name is Jared Adams. I started trading in March 2020, and that was honestly when everyone started trading because that was the time where you need to find something new. So, when I found it, it was honestly the first month was straight learning. I had to figure this thing out because I refused to put money into something, unlike, a lot of people. And then, per usual, blew a lot of money in accounts, brokers, all this, that, and the third, but ultimately led here to the end of 2023. And honestly, it's been a nonstop grind ever since I came from Miami on my birthday, which was July. And it just clicked with me. It was like, this is amazing. Like, I have to really figure this thing out. I don't care if I need a laptop, a phone, a desktop, a book. I don't care what it is. I need to figure this thing out for sure and actually be a funded, profitable trader because this is the life you want to live rather than anything else. So
Yeah. How did you get into trading Forex? Like, how did you learn about it?
I learned about it. If it all started with IML and the whole
Okay.
platform there, and then I just ventured out with YouTube, good influencers that's on top basically. So that's where that came from.
Okay, okay.
Mhm.
And were you always trying to like use funded accounts, or would you like fund yourself at first and then you found out about like funding programs?
Yeah, it started with my own money because that's when the companies wasn't super popular, but
Hmm.
I heard of it, but I was like, I got my own money. It's not that much, but it's something. And then around, I would say the year 2020, I started really focusing on getting funded because that's where, I'd rather partner with a company, obtain more capital than my own and try to grow that. It's like being funded is way easier than your own money, honestly.
How did it change, like you going like funding yourself to being funded with, companies? How did it change your trading? Like, how did it, yeah, like how did like, did it improve your trading? Did you learn more? Like, how did that help you?
I learned way more because one thing that you really need is discipline.
Mm-hmm.
Trading your own money, you can be reckless as you want. Trading with a company you paid for with your own money, and then you have to prove yourself. You need to be disciplined to be in this space. You need to be disciplined for long-term growth, and that being funded and trying to get challenges and doing all this, it's all about discipline. So it really implemented discipline in my trading, and that's where profitability is. It doesn't matter what you have, how you trade, it's about discipline.
Yeah. And how did you hear about Rocket 21?
Alex.
Okay. Okay. So did you like find him on social media, or did you see him where when you were here in Miami? Like
I
how did you
saw
like find out about
him
him?
originally from YouTube. I think I saw like his third video he ever posted. And then as time went on, I just followed him and then he joined you guys. And I was like, oh, it seems like cool. Seems pretty cool. And then had experience and it's like, it is a pretty cool experience. So that's where, yeah.
Okay, okay, awesome. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your psychology. Like, how has your psychology developed from when you first started in 2020 to now?
My psychology is completely from even outside of trading. It starts from outside trading and then it implements in trading. Psychology a million times different because again, the discipline, again, the recklessness with not being funded, not having a challenge, to being more disciplined, to understanding you need to be responsible and like really be a responsible adult to do this because if you're not, you're just never going to do anything. And if you're not honest and real with yourself and how the markets can be very random at any point in time, regardless of there's no news or news, the psychology has to be solid and you have to understand that. So
Hmm.
yeah,
Yeah. How old are you? I didn't ask.
21.
Oh, okay, super young. That's awesome. That's awesome
Yep.
that you got started young. You got started what, at like 18?
I just turned 18, but I heard of it when I was 17.
Okay, okay. But you couldn't really do much until you were 18.
Nah, yeah, yeah,
Okay, awesome. That's awesome. Like it's so cool that you're like so young and getting into this and already a profitable trader. Like by the time you're maybe a couple more years older, you're gonna be fine. So that's
yeah.
like awesome. Is this like all you do, or are you in school? Like
I am a full-time trader.
full-time trader? That's what you
Yes.
chose? You just decided you didn't want to go to school. You were just like gonna dedicate yourself to trading, or what?
I went to, as we all know, I went to school at first, well, not as we all know, but as every kid knows, they have to do something because of the parent. And then I went to school for like 2 weeks, then dropped out because I don't like school. I got good grades and all this, but I just never liked school. And I just always had that I need to figure something out. I don't want to work for anybody. I don't want to work for minimum wage or $20 an hour. I want a real income. I want real money
Hmm.
flowing. And then college was never for me at all. Never for me.
Yeah. Yeah. So what kind of jobs did you work like after, let's say, high school to like start funding yourself?
So it started from after high school. I started working at a go-kart track for
Okay.
$9 an hour.
Oh,
Then after that, it was COVID. Then it had the government funding thing.
mm,
And after that, everyone wanted to do gig work or some type of entrepreneur job. So I started doing DoorDash and Uber Eats. And then ever since then, it's just like, okay, I'll make my life as cheap as possible and I'm gonna figure out how I'm gonna trade. That's it. And ever since then, it's just been like Uber Eats and DoorDash to get here to be a full-time trader
that's
and not look
awesome.
back over there.
Yeah, that's amazing. That's amazing. So like I'm pretty sure that was like a like kind of a tough journey, for you at first.
Yeah.
And like once you kind of figured it out, because you told me like in the beginning, you were blowing accounts, going, here and there, and then like now to the point where you're a funded trader and you're consistent and now you're trying to like build your accounts and like,
Yep.
that's amazing. Like it's really cool. Like what would you tell traders like watching you? Like for them to get inspired to like just keep going after this and that this is worth it.
I want to say find yourself in not a million strategies and not trying to change this, that, and the third. Like I stuck with my guns and I stuck with my knowledge of myself as much as I mean, to me, watching YouTube, Forex on YouTube just never entertained me ever since I knew how to trade. So I just stuck away from anything else learning wise. I just stayed on the charts in real time experience is where it's at for me. Like, and I would highly recommend new traders to get real time live experience in the market because that's very important in my opinion.
Hmm. And would you like practice demo trading, or like did you just go straight into it from the
I
beginning and
was never a demo guy. I
okay.
hated demo.
No,
I
that's
had
cool.
one demo account and it was a nice little $5 million account and I was so entertained by it.
Yeah. That like you wanted to do more realistic numbers
Yeah, yeah,
to like
yeah.
kind of learn. Okay, so tell me a little bit about your trading plan.
So my trading plan is actually the most simple thing in the world. It's just price action because I tried indicators. This is for me, works for me. Everyone can do whatever they want. This is mine. I strictly price action, trend direction, support and resistance, key levels, just anything that just makes sense where price could potentially, what price could potentially do. And I tried RSIs, I tried Billinger bands. I could never click with those. It's just I don't want to rely on an AI or something that's just going to alter my original analysis, based off that. So I'm gonna actually show you what's going on my chart today. I actually took the trade and it allowed me to get a withdrawal today.
For sure,
And I
go.
told myself I wasn't going to trade for the rest of the year, and here we are. So
Well, if you see something clean, why not? If you see it and
exactly.
if you trust yourself and
Hmm.
then why not?
All right. So this was today. As you see, very simple chart. very simple chart, and I can only say like this works for me every time. So based off my strategy, it's as you see, it's going down. I would just mark up some more things. So original analysis looks like okay, we're in a bearish market for sure. So we're looking for sells. Where are we going to sell at? Price the daily close below this area of interest. So we're just looking for a sell at around this area. Are there any other levels where price could go before it decides to head down? Okay, you might have something here, might not too sure. You might have something. That's really it. That's basically the midpoint of these two resistance and support areas. So just trickling down from the 1 hour. It was a very disgusting day. I will 100% admit that, as this was killing me internally, but I stuck it through and I did close like right at 70 pips. And on going from time frame to time frame, it was honestly the worst thing. It was the worst trade I ever took this year. But it was worth it on the higher time frame because it showed me exactly what I needed to do. I just
Yeah.
needed to sell at this area of interest on confirmation. That's exactly what I've done. A little bit over, what was it, right here on that bearish continuation. Price came back. I'm like, okay, let's just thug it through. Let's just be strong. And
Yeah.
then ultimately it rolled over from London to New York, and then it just came over here and then had a massive bearish engulfing, and then I was like, 3,500 sounds nice to me. Is I have a withdrawal available today, and that's why I scheduled it today actually, because I
Nice.
had a withdrawal available today, and I did take my profit here, and
Oh
it
yeah.
was 3,500, and that was the trade for today, and it was
Oh, that's
honestly
awesome.
painful.
The important thing is that you took profit.
Exactly.
Sometimes a lot of traders, like including myself sometimes, like
Mhm.
we see that, oh, like wow, we're up and like it is following the trend, everything is looking good. So you're gonna
Mhm.
leave it. But no, it's always better to take your profit and like, now you're getting a reward. Now all you gotta do is be patient for that withdrawal and
Yeah.
because I know a lot of traders that also do that. They're like waiting for their withdrawal, but then they want more. And so they try to keep trading it. And it's like,
Yeah.
no, like you just have to hold on for a second, get your withdrawal, and then it could go
Yeah.
back to it. But yeah, that's awesome. That's really awesome. It seems very simple. Like you kind of just see your confirmations and then just get to it. And then okay, so what's usually like your risk to reward?
My risk to reward is typically a 1 to 3.
Okay.
That's typically a 1 to 3. And if I need to adjust to lively, like this one, as you can see, was a very disgusting trade in down draw. Just it was like what was how long? Like 5, 6, 7 hours of just straight consolidation in my area where I got in at. So I'm a lively adjusting to the trade based off the 4 hours. So it's typically a 1 to 3, and it does the job for me. I love it.
Yeah. So how do you control your emotions when you're in like let's say when you do get into consolidation like how you said you were just going to be strong. So how do you like control yourself to just like wait it through either your stop loss or your TP? How do you handle that or what do you tell yourself?
I say look at the higher time frames.
Okay.
Always. That's why I said the 4 hour is the reason why that area could potentially push down, and the 4 hour literally made me stay in the trade. And I'm glad I did because it was disgusting, but the 4 hour was like just wait it out. Just
Yeah.
relax. So
What
that's what it is.
what time frame do you usually take your entry in?
Based off the 1 hour close, and then I follow up with the 30 minute and 15 minute for a more precise entry.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so are you usually holding like for longer periods or are you usually just like in and out or like how do you trade
It's
like intraday?
typically around 4-ish hours or one session. But if I need to roll over in another session, I will most definitely happily do that. Hopefully it's in profit though. So yeah.
Do you well I see you trade GJ. Do you trade like London session or do you like trade London and New York? Like what's or do you trade like all the sessions? I know people that do both. Like
Yeah, it's London, and if I need to, it's New York. So yeah.
okay, interesting. Okay, awesome. That's awesome. All right. So, how has your experience been with Rocket 21? What do you like about our platform? What have you been able to do here? And, what would you tell the traders?
This platform, I love this platform because it's just so simple to understand. Even the withdrawal process is so self-explanatory, so simple and easy. Everything, the customer support is pretty quick. And I love this platform. I've been with other platforms. Some didn't last. Some are still here, but ultimately this one is just I just found my comfort home. This is my comfort zone right here. And personally, if you were to go with a platform, honestly, this is just my opinion. I will go with this one.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Well, I'm glad you've had a great experience. Rocket 21 does its best to make sure that that everyone is happy, that all of our users are happy with, our platform, and we're constantly trying to innovate. So I'm glad that you're happy and that you're having success with us. And I wish you many more successes with us and in your future.
Thank you so much.
I don't know if you have anything else to say or any more advice you'd like to give the traders.
I just want to say one thing to the traders. Original analysis. I never heard uh, anyone say this like
Okay.
that's on a bigger platform. Stick to your original trade
Oh yeah.
because if the 1 hour is saying, "Oh, we might go up," and it goes up 20 pips, but the next candle it just shoots down, I promise you, stick to original analysis. This industry will drive you crazy if you just don't stick to your original stuff.
True.
Please stick to your original analysis. It helped. That honestly clicked. That made that shift in Miami made me who I am. It just clicked in Miami because I'm like, I want to do this. So if I need to do this, if I want to go in Miami, go on trips, buy this, buy that, or just relax, I need to trust myself. So
Yeah.
traders, please trust yourself, and you might see a shift as well.
What was it about Miami? Like, what did you see here? You said it twice, and I still don't know what you mean. So, what did you see here that made
I,
you like?
I was staying at one of the nicest hotels. I had a beautiful rental car. It was a very nice vehicle, and I was just sitting there looking at the clouds. It was like 8 o'clock in the morning, and I was up $1,500. I'm just like, I
Oh
want to do
wow.
this all the time.
Oh, hell yeah. That's awesome. Yeah, definitely. And I like how you said that stick to your original analysis. I haven't heard it that way, but me myself as a trader has thought the same thing because many times like we'll like mess ourselves up. We'll know, but then we'll be like, oh, but this and that and this and that and it's doing
Yeah,
this
yeah,
and it's doing
yeah.
that and I see this and it could be that. And so like you just like confuse yourself and then you end up either not taking the trade or making a mistake. So yeah, just like sticking to your original analysis is like some great advice.
Yeah, because I never heard it before. So I'm like, original analysis helped me. So
Yeah,
hopefully it helps others.
yeah, yeah. Well, thank you so much, Jared, for your time. Thank you for forming part of our community, and we hope to hear more from you.
Thank you for having me.